Hey, what's up, good people? Tony B back with another video here. Welcome back to the channel. All you guys that's coming back to check me out, I appreciate it. Shout out to some of the folks that I saw yesterday. I can't think of the brother's name, but he said he watched the channel, and that was cool. He thought it was helpful, and I appreciate that. And I really appreciate the support. I also appreciate all the support that I've been getting from some of our new subscribers here. So thanks and just keep coming back, and I'll keep trying to do a good job with this. So what have I been doing today? Well, I've harvested some Kohlrabi leaves, and I say leaves because they did not bulb. This green Kohlrabi did not bulb. So I'm just puzzled as to why they did not have those bulbs at the end. But right now, I'm soaking the leaves, and so I'm going to eat them just like any other greens, I guess, at this point. And here's the bed where I took them from. This is actually where I like to grow lettuce, and I put some put some compost in here, some of my homemade compost, right in here. And all I left was that dinosaur kale that you see over there, and then and this thing right here, beautiful. What else? And some carrots that I still left over in here. And I put my finger down in there to see how they were growing. It's kind of skimpy, so I did put a lot of seeds down, but I got a few. That's why I put them everywhere. I just put some carrots a little bit everywhere. I see a lot of people do that. And then, hey, you have some here and some there. My Savoy cabbages that I transplanted are coming along nicely. This guy was a big hit. It was a big step up. The one I showed in the earlier video was a huge success and a big star here on the channel because people really love seeing that. And so I got 2 of them here, and that's doing pretty good. And they were transplanted from my brassica beds over here. My Brussels sprouts are doing good, coming along great. Then I got the red cabbage there that, I don't know, it may make it, it may not. Oh, and then I planted some garlic. It was garlic that I grew from the previous season. And I usually put that garlic in this bed right here. I got peppers in there. I got some shishito peppers in there that I have to harvest. Now you see they're turning red, coming along. But and I put compost in this bed too. So we'll be seeing that popping up, not too long. You know, it'll be coming along. And so this little bed here is finally going to sleep. With these Mexican sunflowers, they're starting to wilt, and a bunch of the other little flowers I got in here are all kind of making their way out. I got some ground cherries over here that's starting to give me some blooms, and I think they'll start coming around a little bit. And the cabbages in there are getting overgrown by this stuff. I forgot the name of it, but you guys know. My cabbages are coming along good. Now this bed right here where I have the fig, I had some beans and things over in here, and so I put some compost in there and wet it down. And make sure when you put that compost down like that, the homemade, wet it good, so that soil can get those nutrients that it needs and be get replenished from the growing season, right? So this hibiscus it's finally dropped its leaves, and I got some snapdragons and zinnias down below, and we're just gonna leave that stuff. Just leave it there. I got one little measly sugar baby. One. Needless to say, my watermelon season was not very successful, right? So, and I got some squash over there that got affected by powdery mildew, and it is It's, it's got a whole bunch of, on the bottom of it, it's got a bunch of them. I don't know if they patty pan or what, but they're still there, so I'm trying to wait it out to see what happens. And then in here I got some basil. I got some my what's this stuff called? Got some marigolds in there, and the fertilizer plant. I can't think of it. Oh, and over here I got Swiss chard that's growing back. We ate a lot of it out of there, but it's coming back. And so, as I said, I got carrots planted everywhere. Got some here. There's some basil there. Still, that needs to be harvested. Let's see. Oh, and I think I planted some garlic in this pot here. I had tomatoes in there. As a matter of fact, I'm about to remove this one because I don't think it's anything else on there. I'll take it out. And the garlic can grow on its own over the spring, over the winter and spring. And this fig, this Chicago early fig that I showed earlier that had some figs on it. Well, those dropped off, as you can see. A couple of them dropped off. But look here, it started growing more, and actually a lot more. It's like 5 or 6 on this little stalk by itself, and then it's a few on this side too. So I don't know. That's just a very fertile plant. I don't know what's making it grow so well. So, and I still got some bell peppers growing that look pretty good. Still coming in. It's in a real small pot too, but they're thriving. Some black cherry tomatoes still going. Shout out to my Auntie Jo. She gave me this plant the last time I visited with her, with these very beautiful little blooms on it. I don't know the name of it, but not important. She was just being very thoughtful. So kind of her. And my blackberries are doing good. They're taking on their fall colors. They look great. And I hope they just stay healthy. And this ground cherry I've had, now these are from ground cherries that from the previous season that were just in this pot. I just let them grow and they came back, and this is what I'm getting. So now I'm starting to see some ground cherries on it. That's always a good thing. And my tree collars there, I'm still deciding what I'm gonna do. Well, I'm gonna harvest some of the leaves, but then I'm gonna see I'm gonna try to save those plants. See what I do. We'll see what happens. So we'll see. These dahlias dying out, and I'll see if they have some tubers in there. And this is my brown turkey fig that I grew from seed, that I've transplanted into this larger pot, and it's doing good. So that's where it'll be living. These 2 blackberries are in the pots doing pretty well. I just transplanted that one from the ground because it wasn't doing well in the ground for some reason. So this one is doing good. So things are coming along very well. Yep. Going along pretty well. I think I mentioned that, here up north, we tend to start our brassicas like early spring, and we grow them right through the end, up through the end of the year. I don't start any. Well, I have to speak for myself. I don't start out any more brassicas, with the exception of this year. I'm going to try to see if I can do some spinach, but for the most part, all the other brassicas I just continue to work with throughout to the end of the year. So by the time the holidays roll around, then I'll have greens, and for go with your holiday meal. Everybody loves the greens, but a lot of folks are going to shop for some by that time. Yeah, I don't plan to do that. I plan just to come out here in the yard and get me some. So that's how I'm gonna eat my greens. And that frost will hit them and they will be very tender, very delicious. The cage is still, things are doing good over there in the cage. A lot of the tomatoes, of course, are ripe and they're not growing really large. I didn't top them. Some people say you top them, but I don't top mine. Once they run their course, that's what they do. So, and all the ripe ones, we'll make some sauce, or we make some salsa out of them, or something. They will get used. So, no doubt about that. So, yeah. I think I picked from these greens right here because I gave some to, as I said, I gave some to a friend, and that was the plant. So, but I brought it over here and put it into this bed. So, and these are the greens that I kind of preserved for my family, and so they're all doing pretty great. This one isn't, and this one's growing kind of funny, and the leaves are very small. So I think I'm gonna pull that one. But these three or four plants over here, that'll be enough for us. So, with all that being said, I think that's pretty much about it. I don't really have anything else going on. I'll just keep putting as I'm removing stuff. If things I do take up, I'll be putting compost down. And I bought some compost. Those bags when they're torn, they drop the price on them. So I have about 4 or 5 bags over here, but I'll use my own in the meantime until I want to use it. And a lot of times I'll just use some of this compost for the pots. There's compost manure there. I'll use those for my pots when I get ready to mix the soil up, and when I get to amend that soil, I'll use some of that for that. So that's what I'll do. So yeah, it's a blustery kind of day here, kind of cool, but still nice. For Ohio, we'll take it. Yeah. Oh, and go Browns! Glad you did your thing with Green Bay. we eked that one out. I don't know. All was seemed like to be lost until those last couple of seconds. But hey, they used to call them the cardiac kids. Oh, and I'll be watching the old Ryder Cup. Go USA in that. Hopefully we pull that out. Planning a golf outing tomorrow with a couple of my boys. We look to try to do some damage. So I'll let you guys know what we do. All right, until then, have a good weekend, and I'll get with you another time later. Take care.